The Centennial Coyotes are ready to attack. Chaparrals, Firebirds, there's no turning back.
The Corona Aztecs are carving up the ice. The desert fist of thunder is bringing the spice.
A clash of the titans, a battle of might.
Skating like lightning in the desert night. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town. From Flagstaffs to Avalanche, a flurry of white, to the Hamilton Huskies, ready for the fight.
The Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions, fierce and mean. Notre Dame Saints, a heavenly scene.
The Pinnacle Pioneers breaking new ground, and the Tucson Road Runners coming to your town. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town.
Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to East End Chandler. We are here in the East Rink tonight, and we have the high school D2 game against the Corona Aztecs against Campo Verde Coyotes, and we are getting ready to get underway here, opening face-off. We have the Coyotes in their dark uniforms to the left, and Corona in their whites down at the far right.
We've got commentary represented on both ends.
That's right. So we'll duke it out here on the commentary. Puck deep in the Corona zone. Now they clear it. Try to anyways. Kept in by Ewert. Ewert fires it back in. Here comes Corona now up with their own line, coming down the left side, up through center. Put it into the Coyote zone. We got Autumn Gipp in goal for the Coyotes tonight. We had Matt Yonke last night. And here comes Reinhardt down the right side over the line. He's got Schucklig in the middle. He gets checked, and puck is cleared up through center. Helvik picks it up there. Comes in over the line, cutting in through the middle. Dangles through, but gets poke checked, and here comes Corona back the other way. Play a little scrambly in neutral ice area. Here comes Schuckling back in. Tries to backhand it out front. The puck bounces in behind the goal. Here comes Helvik again with it. He sends it back. Picked up by Corona. They get it over the blue line. Helvik picks it up there. Now he goes back in on the left side. Gets Lindsay with it. Backhander right on rebound. And Corona picks it up, and they're coming back the other way. Here comes Corona back up through center. Coming in on the left side. Rim it around. And that's picked up. Puck fired in behind Gipp. Ewert picks it up in his own corner to the right. Cutting up through the middle, backhands it up to Helvik. Helvik picks it up through center. Gets it into the Corona zone to the left of the goal. And Lindsay picks it up from the boards, pulls it in, fires it on. Puck goes into the corner. Puck comes back to Schickling, fires it in. That one goes over along the sideboards. Guevara gets bumped in there. And here comes Corona now, trying to exit the zone. Lindsay intercepts that. And now they come. Here they come. 2-on-2. Coming on the right side. Fired in. Blocker save. Gipp. Big rebound. Lopez is able to clear that out. Lopez now coming up through center. He's got some room on the right side. Goes wide. Cuts into the circle. Fires it in. Nice low shot. Pad save. Corona now coming out their left side. Puck goes down. We've got Shackhart chasing after it. In behind Gipp. Puck rolls on him. Mankey now picks it up. He's out there with Shackhart and Bannon. Shackhart now coming down the left side. Dumps it in off the boards and in. Mankey goes after it. Puck deep comes in front. Bannon gets a shot at it. Swipe at it anyways. Lopez comes in, and here comes Corona back. Oh, they lost it just inside the line. It comes out. Shackhart now with it. And Lopez now has it. He hits off. Oh, I thought it was off Shakart's stick, but he must have missed it. And we have an icing call. Puck coming back into the Coyote zone to the right of Autumn Gip. So play just underway. Just under 12 minutes remaining, and there is no score. Both teams coming off wins last night. Corona beating Mountain Ridge, was it 4-1, I believe?
4-1, yeah.
4-1, and Coyotes beating Brophy 5-1. Comes Reinhardt, streaking it on the left side, cuts to the middle. Goes in behind, back over to Reinhardt. Tried to cut through the middle, he's checked. Dahlberg now has it. And puck comes around. And Corona now clears it out. We got a 3-on-1 coming in from the right side. Fires it in. Pad save. Gips. Steers it to the left. Puck comes around by Corona over to the left point. Goes off Dahlberg's skate into the corner. Ewert bumps his man there with Walker. Puck goes back over to Schickling. Schickling on the right side. He loses it. Corona sends it into the left corner. Smith now has it. He reverses it right on a Corona stick. Dahlberg recovers though, and here comes Ewert now coming down the left side. Up through the middle. He's got some room. Gets over the line. Fires it in. Blocker save. Puck goes really high over Ewert's head. And Schickling now has it in the corner to the right of the goal. Schickling fires that across. Ewert just dumps it in deep. And Schickling has recovered. He reverses it. Goes all the way. Comes back to the point, and that's cleared by Corona down the ice, and that will be icing. Both teams taking advantage of the whistle for a change. We've got Helvik with Lindsay on the left side, Tanganelli on the right side. Face off to the right of Corona goal. Lopez and Gauthier back on D. Helvik back to Gauthier. Gauthier up through center. Coming down the left side. Pulls it into the circle. Right in front. And Corona now picks it up on the half boards. They cannot clear. Puck still in there. Lopez with it. He circles back. Back to the point, and that missed Gauthier, and that's going to go all the way back into the zone. Got Lindsay chasing after it. Puck in behind the goal. He's got man on him. He reverses back. Lindsay now sends it up the middle to Helvik. Helvik coming up over his own blue line. It's Gauthier coming down the left side. He goes in behind the goal. Tried to center it. That was sent to the corner again by Corona. Lindsay fires it in around. Helvik's going to pick it up there. Backhands it to Lopez at the point. Lopez, tried to send it in off the leg. Here comes Corona now, 2-on-1. Tried to hit a man in the middle, just too far ahead of him. Lopez sends it up out on the right side, back into center ice zone. Mankey's on the forecheck. Cavanis now picks it up, just his side of center, fires it in. Icing waved off, Helvik in after it. As Corona picks it up. A couple of players stumbling, getting up. Corona comes out the right side. Yeah. Helvik with it. He's got Smith back on D, but sends it up into Guevara in the middle. Guevara gets it over the line. Mankey pokes it in behind the goal. Battling for the puck there. Comes out the right side. Here comes Corona now. Couldn't clear the zone. Now they do. Smith tops it up to Guevara. Guevara gets in over the Corona line. Puck goes back into the corner, left of the goal. Guevara back in there with it, battling for it. Puck comes right across the crease. Corona's going to pick it up there. And they're going to go off the boards and out to center. Cavanis now with it. Goes back to Smith as the Coyotes regroup. We've got Guevara up on the right side. Reverses it back to Cavanis. He lost an edge. Puck goes into the side. And Shackhart picks it up there. Sends it across ice to Guevara. Guevara now coming up through center. Get Mankey coming up through the middle. He lost it in his feet. Shackhart comes in to keep it in. Mankey dumps it in behind the goal. Picks it up there again. Puck is in the corner to the right of the Corona goal. They just look for an opening and they find it, and they send it down the ice to the right of Autumn Gip, and that is going to be icing called against Corona. So just under 8 minutes remaining here, period one. Both teams changing. We'll have a face-off coming up to the right of the Corona goal. Got Dahlberg out with Schickling and Reinhardt. Oche and Ewert back on D. So we've got Reinhardt on the left, Schickling on the right. Corona now wins the draw. They have it in behind the goal. Dahlberg gets bodied into the boards. Corona sends it out the left side, and that's going to go off the boards and just misses the crease area for another icing. There's really not a whole lot of blue paint to the right of the outside of the post, is there?
No.
I was thinking that might catch some blue paint to wave it off, but it didn't. Face off again to the right of the Corona goal. Coyotes win it back to Reinhardt. Fires the puck off a stick, goes into the corner. Schickling with it. Back to Ewert. He slaps one in. Nice pad save. Steered to the corner. Schickling with it. Tried to kick it up to his stick. Ewert able to keep that in. Rims that around the boards, and Corona's going to get there. Battling against Reinhardt. Dahlberg comes in as well. Puck comes back, kept in by Gauthier. Fires that one into the far corner. Schickling picks it up there on the half boards. He hit Dahlberg out. Nice stop there. Schickling has it in behind. Gauthier's open at the point. Sends it back to Dahlberg right in for another fine save. Ewert now picks it up on the half boards. Dahlberg goes back to cover. Fired. Pad save. Corona off the boards, but not out. Going to have a penalty here against Corona. I believe Ewert got tripped up there. He has it now, top of the circle, fires it in. That hits off a leg, back to Gauthier. Coyotes have the extra attacker. They now back into their own zone. And Ewert now has it. He's going back behind his own goal to get things set up. Helvik has come out as well. Gauthier now with it. Got Shackard on the left. He's coming up through the middle. Puck starts to roll. He's still got it. Dumps it into the corner, and Corona's going to touch that. And the whistle goes.
You see what the penalty was?
I believe it was tripping. I haven't seen the sign yet. Yes. I believe it was Ewert got tripped along our right boards here. At the half boards there.
Oh, I didn't see. Is this the replay right here?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, right there at the half boards. Yep.
Helvik wins the draw. Back to Gauthier. Gauthier back into Helvik. Helvik dances into the middle. Fires that. Goes over top of the goal. Deflected. Helvik with it. Fires it from top of the circle. Puck loose right in front. And I believe the netminder got a piece of that one. Was able to hold on. Campo Verde on the power play. The right of the Corona goal, back to Gauthier. Lindsay fires a shot. Helvik has it in behind. Tried to center it. Fired by Lindsay. And Coyotes get on the board. Not sure who it was down on that far side that fired that in. Looks like it might have been Shackert.
I think Shacker finished the rebound, yep. Several rebounds.
Yeah.
He was the one to get the last one.
So I heard you mention Lindsay. I know his grandmother is watching at home, so shout out to her.
All right.
Hey, welcome aboard. Face off at center. We got Mankey in there. Wins the draw back to Lopez. Lopez sends it up the right side. Corona's going to pick that up.
Shackert.
So Shackart from Lindsay and Helvik. Cavanis takes his man into the boards. Lopez picks it up. Sends it up to Mankey. Mankey now coming up through the middle. It's over the line with the Bannaban. Tips it back to Mankey. Back to Mankey. Mankey's got it in behind. It's Gauthier with it. Nice save there. Goes off to the right side. Cavanis sends it back in behind. Tanganelli has it right on in front. Oh, Mankey just missed that one. Comes back to Lopez at the right D. Fires a low shot in. Steered to the corner. Tanganelli and Mankey in there. Puck comes back to Lopez. Lopez walks across. Nice low shot. Goes in behind the goal. Bannon's got it. Coming out the right side. Back to the point to Lopez. Nice low shot. And glove save. Good pressure there by the Coyotes.
We've got both the Shackert grandparents watching at home too. Just heard from them on the live stream chat. So we've got about 19, 20 people watching.
Comes back to Ewert. Fires a low shot in. Pad save, steer to the right. Lawrence over there dumps it down the ice. And that's going to go for icing. As we'll have another face-off down in the Corona zone. Corona now trying to come out their left side. Chipped it back to the point. Kept in by Smith. Still got it. Fires a shot in. That goes off a stick. That goes high, way high, up over the glass into the netting. And we'll have another face-off with just over 4 minutes remaining here in period one. Campo Verde with the 1-0 lead.
I love watching the goalies when the puck flies over the head. It's just.
Ewert snares that one with his glove, fires it back in. Here comes Corona now, back the other way. Ewert gets a stick check there. Puck fired in just wide of the goal. Corona now in the Coyote zone, fires around the boards. In behind, Ewert has
You
it
got to
there.
hit him there behind the net. You can't just stand there and watch him.
Ewert coming out the left side. Dodges a check there. Hits Reinhardt now at his own blue line up through center. Reinhardt cutting through the middle. He's still got it. Gets around a man, cuts in front, fires it in right on. And a nice stop there by the netminder in Corona goal. With a face-off to the right of the goal. Helvik wins it back. Ewert just fires it in, rims it around the boards. Coming into the left corner. Fired in by Smith, low shot, deflected. Goes in behind, Corona now, coming out there right side, up through the middle. There, check, puck goes into the corner to the left of Autumn Gipp. Smith lifts the puck. He gets tripped, and that was pretty obvious. Ewert now with it, so the Coyotes have a delayed penalty being called. And then they lost it here to Garcia in the corner as one of the Corona players got the stick in between Smith's legs, taking him down in behind the goal.
Replay on that. Yep, right there.
Yep. Yeah, you should have got a good view on that one. It might have been almost too close to the boards. So Coyotes on the power play, face off in the Corona goal zone to the left of the goal. Helvik wins it back to Ewert, sends it across to Gauthier. He moves in, fires it across ice to Guevara. Shoots and he scores. Coyotes with the 2-0 lead. Actually, I believe that was Helvik.
Got it sent back in front and through the 5-hole.
Jackard in for the draw. Face comes back to Lopez. Both teams at even strength. Lopez tried to hit Shackart. That failed to connect. Corona now has it, regrouping in their own zone, up over their own blue line, coming down their left side, up over the blue line. Goes into the corner. Lopez sends it in around behind to Shackart. Shackart cuts up in front of his own goal. Coming up the left side now, picking up speed, coming over center. Up and over the Corona line. He's still got it. And then he lost it. Here comes Corona back the other way. Coming in on the left side, top of the circle, fires it in. That goes just over the goal. Puck goes all the way back, and here comes Shackart now down the left side. He's got Bannon in the middle. Gets it across. That just failed to connect.
That was kind of odd.
I had a body in the way. I couldn't quite see it, but just know the puck went across. Mankey tried to clear it. Corona still has it in the zone. Puck not cleared. That's got to be a harder clear than that. Puck loose. Lopez snares it, and he comes up the right side. He's got Mankey up the middle. Sends it up to him. Here comes Mankey, and on the right side now, top of the circle. Sends it in the middle to Dahlberg. Dahlberg, I don't think he got a shot away on that. He made a move. Thought Corona maybe had too many men for a sec there, but they were just in the middle of a change. Gauthier loses it just inside the blue line. Puck is fired into the corner to the left of Gip. Lopez picks it up there, coming out the right side. It's up to Schickling. He sets it up through the middle. Tried to hit Reinhardt. That failed to connect. Lopez back in his own zone. Tried to hit it off the boards to Reinhardt. That was intercepted by Corona player. And here comes Reinhardt now. Sends it over to Helvik. Helvik coming in on the left side. Gauthier, rather. Too many sixes out there. And we're going to have a face-off with 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Face-off to the right of the Corona goal. Coyotes win it back. Cavanis across to Smith. Smith fires a shot in. Comes around the boards to Cavanis. He sends it all the way back the other way. Corona now coming out their left side off the half boards. Trying to clear it right at the blue line. Bit of a scramble there.
They did clear it, but
And all the way back, Helvik back in his own zone. Sends it up through the middle off Tanganelli's stick. Goes into the Corona zone. He's chasing after it. Corona comes around their left side. 3 seconds remaining. And intercepted by Tanganelli, but there goes the buzzer. We got a better sounding buzzer tonight, Ben.
yeah, the last one sounded pretty sick.
Last night's was like a sick duck. Anyways. Campo Verde leading 2-0 after one. We'll be back with the second period in just a moment.
Right. All right, we are back.
All right, play underway here in period two. Smith fires a long shot in. And that's snared by Swinson in goal for Corona. We have Corona in the white jerseys to the left for this period. And this is the period again of the long change for the players. Smith fires a shot. That hits a leg. Guevara now picks it up, bats it down to his stick. Along the half boards, Corona picks it up. And they able to clear the zone. Smith picks it up back at his own blue line. Corona now picks it up top the circle, fires it in. Gip steers that to the left corner. Corona now in behind. Try to center it out in front. Puck loose in behind. Cavanagh back in there with it. He's got a man all over him. Dumps it along the half boards. Picked up by Corona. Oh, swing and a miss. And here comes Helvig now coming down the right side. He's got Lindsay in the middle. Fires that in off. Good block there by Duffy on Corona. Comes into the middle. Lindsay on his backhand. Gets it back to the point. Ewert cross.
Oh,
Cavanagh. Fires it right on.
That
Glove
crossed
save.
the line.
Uh,
I think I saw
Cavanagh
some white
took a
space.
heavy
yeah.
hit there and seems to
Yeah,
be
watch
favoring his arm.
Watch.
Referee was not in.
Nope. That's white.
Oh, there was some white space there for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, I won't argue with you on that one.
Referee was not in position to make that call.
Cavanagh is hurt on the play. He's off over on the bench, though. Might have taken the stick high. Puck in the corner. Shackert tries to come out. Back has it right in front. Bannon's there. Gets it over to... Oh, Mankey just couldn't quite get a stick on it. Ewert now with it. He gets bounced on the sideboards there. He gets it back out to center ice. Shackert now with it. He comes up through the middle. Oh, he lost it. Picked up by Mankey. Coyotes have to get back on side. They do. Here comes Lawrence now for Corona. Fires it up the left side. Off the boards and out. Ewert with it. He dumps it back in. Coyotes tag up. Here comes Lawrence. Lawrence dumps it in behind. Over to Adams. Adams tried to hit a stretch pass. They had a man open, but that missed and goes all the way down, and that will be icing against Corona. So we'll have the face-off coming up to the left of Swinson. In goal for Corona.
This scorekeeper is a lot more generous than the scorekeepers that I'm used to with the shots. I keep finding myself
Wow,
behind.
yeah.
Yeah.
Play scrambly off the draw. Corona comes with it. Garcia tips it out to center. Smith sends that off a skate. Corona has it back in over the line. Lopez bounces his man in the corner. Dahlberg now with it. Sends it across, and now it is out. Picked off by Corona, coming in. Cutting right in the middle, backhander. Thought that was going to catch the top corner. Comes back to the left D. Adams goes across ice. Lawrence with it. Fires a shot in through traffic. Puck now goes high into the far side. Puck chipped out. Here comes Schickling now. He had to get on his backhand. In over the line. Comes into the right of the goal. Centers it in front. His teammates are changing. Reinhardt pokes one. Comes back to the point. Kept in by Smith. Corona now exiting the zone. Coming up through center. Up over the Coyote line. And Ewert's able to get a stick on that to check that. And here comes Reinhardt now coming down the right side over the line. Dumps it back for Helvig. He gets a shot. It's intercepted. Here comes Lawrence now for Corona. Sends it up through the middle. Pass up the right side, up through center. Ewert's able to get back and intercept that one. Sends it across ice for Helvig. Got Schickling with him on his right. Helvig puts it in deep into the zone. And here comes Corona now back the other way. Corona up through center. 2-on-2. Trying to go in on the left side. Steered to the right, steered to the side by Gauthier. Gives it up though. Oh, now he gets it back. He comes up through the middle. Up over the Corona line. Coming in on the right side. Into this. Fired it high over the goal. Jones has it now. Tries to clear it. Kept in by Gauthier. And here comes Duffy now for Corona. And Corona just had a man just inside the line, and that is offside. So with 11 minutes remaining here in period 2, you're going to have a face-off outside the Coyote blue line to the left of Gip.
Corona's got not a single forward who is actually possessing the puck. I've seen Duffy, Lawrence, and Adams each skate the puck up on a rush twice. All three of those are D-men.
Comes Ewert now to the right side, up through center, dumps it into the zone. Corona's going to have to go in after it behind the goal. Shackert in as well. Puck goes high into the corner to the right. Puck comes back to the point, kept in. Now it's out. And Ewert's going to have to get it back in his own zone. Gets it to Gauthier, sends it up the boards. Puck goes across ice to the far side. Ewert with it. Tried to hit Mankey up through the middle. That didn't connect. Gauthier picks it up, though, in over the line. Here comes Mankey now with it. Back in there. Corona has it back to the right D there on the power play. Over to the half boards. Back to center. Fired along one in, just wide of the goal. Try to center it, put it short side. And Gipp is able to pull that one in. A bit of a scramble in front of the goal. Corona had a couple of jabs at it.
Sorry for
Good
those
stop
watching
by
at home.
Gipp.
The Wi-Fi
Face
bugged
off
out.
to the right this time. Corona wins the draw. Just inside the zone. Kept in. Corona still has it. Fire a shot in. Puck goes in behind the goal. Trying to go short side. Puck right in front. Loose man right in front. And he scores. Corona gets on the board with a power play goal. That only took 30 seconds.
That was from Ashton Jones. Gets the rebound right out front.
Might have went 5-hole. So we have a 3-1 game. Just under 8 minutes remaining here in period 2.
Somehow the Coyotes got a shot on that goal too.
Corona now with it to the right of the goal. Jack Hurt has it now up over his own blue line, up through center. He's got Lindsay on his right. Fires it in. Puck steered over into the corner. High stick. And Lindsay was bounced just after that high stick, and he's up on his feet. Seems to be fine. I haven't noticed if Cavanis has come back in this period. Try and keep an eye on that. Face off to the right of Gipp. Ewert sends it around. He's got Tanganelli. Tanganelli up on the left side. Sends it in the middle for Shackart. That didn't connect. Corona has it inside the line. A couple of players go down.
Pulled down.
Gauthier, I think, is going to get a call here. Holding.
Yeah, he pulled him down.
So Corona, after getting a power play goal, will go right back on the power play.
Watching the replay on this one. There's the grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's pretty obvious.
Yes. So we got Schickling and Bannon up on the front, and Smith and Ewert back on D. Face off in the Coyote zone to the right of Gipp. Schickling moves in for the draw. And he comes up with it out of the face-off area. Schickling, one-hander into the zone. Puck bounces. Lawrence is able to pick it up, and he comes back the other way. Off Bannon's stick. Still into the Coyote zone, though. To the right of the goal. Right of it in front.
Oh!
Fired there. Rebound comes out. Corona sends it in behind the goal. Fire it right in, and that goes, I think that went high into the right corner.
That one bounced off the end boards, came right back on Ashton Jones' stick. He gets another power play goal just a few minutes later.
So 2 power play goals here by Corona. 6.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, watching the
There
replay.
it goes. Yep.
Oh, it may have gone off Jones' shoulder. Garcia actually shot it.
And we have a 1-goal game again. Reinhardt with it, dumps it into the corner. Corona tries to clear it, puck kept in. Schickling has it, cuts through the middle, loses it. Adams sends it down the other way. And here comes Corona now, coming in on their right side. Smith picks it up, goes in behind the goal. He lost it there. Corona's got a man in front. And Gipp is able to hold on to that short side attempt.
She doesn't know where it's at. There it is.
She's got it. It pops out now. So we'll have a face-off coming up in the Coyote zone to the left of Autumn Gipp. Corona with 2 power play goals here in the second period. Comes Selvik now, coming on the right side, sends it across to Mankey. Got Guevara trailing, puts it in front of the crease. Adams clears that down the ice. And that's going to go for icing as it was out of the reach of Lopez. And we'll do a face-off back in the Corona zone to the left of Swinson.
I think I see Cavernous
Yes.
off the end of the bench over there.
Yes, so he definitely hurt himself over on to our right here. Puck fired in, just misses wide. Into the corner. Adams sends it out to center. Lopez with it. Try to hit Guevara just out of his reach. Lawrence now with it. He was back over to Adams on the left side. Adams up through the middle. It's over the Coyote line. Misfires there. He's got it back though. Sends that around to the other side. Lawrence chips it back in behind. Corona now back to the right D. Lawrence has it there. Fires a shot in. That hits a leg. And here come the Coyotes back the other way. Helvik with it. Coming in on the left side. He gets bounced there by Lawrence. And puck intercepted by Lopez. And then Lawrence picks it up back the other way. Fires it in. Gipp the pad save. Puck goes high into the netting over the glass. And we'll have a face-off coming up in the Coyote zone. Good chance by Lawrence there coming in.
Watch that. 2 good plays by Lawrence.
Face off to the left of Gipp. Back to the right D. Put it into the half boards. Try to cut through the middle. Coyotes intercept. Puck bouncing. Kept in by Corona. Go in deep. Try to center it. That failed to click. Puck in behind the goal. Rimmed around and off a stick and out to the center ice area. There Corona goes D to D. They send it back into the Coyote zone where Ewert picks up the rolling puck. And he got hit there. And behind the goal. Corona now coming up with it. Puck comes around the right side. Corona fires it right back in behind the goal. Over at the left side of Gipp. Bit of a scramble along the boards. Puck pops out. Corona has it. Top of the blue line. Long shot in. That's steered to the corner. Here comes Shackart now with it. Shackart coming down the right side. He loses it there. Oche picks it up though. He has to wait for Shackart. He does not. And that's an offside. So we will have a face-off just outside the Corona blue line. Coyotes win it back. Goche sends it across for Reinhardt.
Oh, that's offside.
Kicks it in. Ewert dumps it in. Lawrence now picks it up, rims it around, and that goes out. Goche now with it. Send it over to Ewert. He's off the boards and out. Adams picks it up for Corona. Tried to get over the line. Runs into traffic. And here's Reinhardt now coming out the right side.
Got to move that puck.
Over. Picked up by Schickling. Fired that wide. Tried to hit the short side.
Oh, come on.
Puck stays in. Keith dumps it out, and that's going to go. No icing, though. Ewert picks it up behind the goal. Puck in the corner to the left of Gip. And we're going to have another face-off down in the Coyote zone. Elvick comes out with Guevara and Tanganelli. Face off to the left of Gip. Elvick tries to come out the left side. That didn't make it. Now the puck comes clear. Corona after it. Helvik on his man. Corona fires it around, and that
Touch.
gets by Smith all
That
the
was a
way.
touch.
All the way down. Lopez picks it up behind his own goal.
Right in
Into
front.
the middle. Puck goes in behind the goal. Good battle for the puck there. And Guevara picks it up. Here he comes up his left side. He still got it. Oh, lost it at the point. Puck fired in across ice by Corona.
Oh, you have to
And
get that.
that is tipped. Is that out? Just out? No, he says it's in.
I don't know. That looked like it was out. Of
Yeah, it was close.
course, I'm way
Goes in
back here.
behind.
Yeah, I had a good view. It was out, but we've got one other, so.
Puck rolling over on the left side of Gip. Elvick is loose. They tried to spring him, but that was snared by another player before it got there. And we're going to have a face-off outside the Coyote blue line to the left of Gip. Both teams making full changes. Jackhart's out. He's got Mankey on the left, Bannon on the right. Jackhart wins it back. Here comes Ewert now, coming up the right side, up through center, over the blue line, fires it in, blocker save, steered to the right corner. Jackhart picks it up there. Mankey comes in, dumps it back to Shackhart. Tried to center it. Oh, Mankey sends it across. Ewert pinches in. And Corona sends that all the way down. And that'll be icing. So just over a minute remaining here in period 2. Campo Verde ahead 3-2. A couple of power play goals this period by Corona. Face-off coming up now to the left of Swinson. Back to the point. Ewert with it on the right point. Fires it in. That's deflected in front. Puck scrambled in front. Corona comes up with it. Off the glass and out. And Ewert has it. He just sends it right back in. Less than a minute now remaining in the period. Corona sending it around the boards. Intercepted by Shackhart. Puck still inside the line.
That's a trip.
Adams fires it out.
Gosh.
Rolling down. 30 seconds remaining. Corona has it in the zone. Tried to center it. Puck comes back to right D. Puck fired in behind the goal. 20 seconds remaining. And Gip takes the opportunity to pounce on that one just to the left of her goal. And we'll have a face-off with 19 seconds remaining.
I'm going to rerun this trip.
I can't understand how they can't call that. How do you not call that? His stick went between his legs and he tripped over it, and both refs are just looking right at it.
Nothing to see here, folks. So how do they determine when there's 2 refs versus 4? We had 4 last night.
Oh,
There's 2.
yeah,
Here tonight.
usually for high school we always have 4, but yeah, you're
I was
right.
just noticing there's
Not
only 2
tonight.
tonight.
There's a
Here come the Coyotes.
zebra shortage, so maybe that's.
Fickling with it. And he hit Reinhardt, but time expires in period 2. So we'll be back with period 3 in a moment. The Coyotes with a slim 3-2 lead. We'll be back in just a moment. Yeah, I see Cavanis leaving the ice.
I'm trying to get an update. Sound like it, maybe a shoulder.
Yeah, Cavanis is left with an upper body injury. Ready to drop puck for period number 3. Helvik wins it back. Lopez picks it up. That fires it up through the middle off Guevara's stick. He's got it. Puck comes back to Smith inside his own line. Got the Coyotes in their dark uniforms to the left for this period. Here comes Corona over the line, coming in their right side, into the middle, picked off by Lopez. Lopez tried to hit Lindsay with it. That failed to connect. Helvik in after it on the forecheck. Lindsay picks it up on the half boards, fired in right towards the goal. Puck goes in behind. Here comes Corona up their right side, try to go up the middle. Intercepted by Lopez. Lopez goes across to Helvik. Helvik dumps it in from the right side and behind the goal. And Corona will pick it up there. Coming out their left side. Now they reverse. Into the left corner.
You got to move the puck.
Vera across to Lindsay. Lindsay takes it into the corner. Lindsay tried to dump it back to Lopez. That was picked off. Here comes Corona now. Coming down the right side. They throw it towards the goal, and Gip holds on to that one. And a face-off to the left of Gip in the Coyote goal. Play just underway here, period number 3. Coyotes with a 3-2 lead. Corona has the last 2, though.
Yeah, the second period, Corona owned that period.
Uche with it up to Mankey. Chips it up for Shackhart. Shackhart gets dumped.
That looked exactly like the previous one.
They saw that one. So the Corona player goes off, number 68 for tripping.
There's that trip.
So Helvik centering Shackhart on the right, Reinhardt on the left, Goche and Ewert back on D, face off to the left of Swinson in the Corona zone. Goes back to Ewert, goes across. Goche back to Ewert. Ewert fires it into the corner, Reinhardt with it. Sends it back up top to Ewert. Ewert fires a low one in. Bad save and rebound scooped away. Puck rolled just out over the line. Ewert now has it. He protects it. Sends it back over to Shackhart. Shackhart now coming through the middle. Up over the line. Sends it over for Goche. Goche just sends it into the corner. Minute and a half remaining in the penalty. Ewert, Helvik now with it in behind. Sends it over. Return to Shackhart. Back to Helvik. He's at the top, and that's intercepted by Corona. Here they come back on a 2-on-1 now. Corona coming in on the right side. Got a man in the middle. Goes off Ewert's stick. Oh, right in front. And he scores!
Short-handed.
Short-handed goal by Hardison. Is it Hardison? Hardison.
Yep.
Short-handed goal, and Corona has the last 3. Still a minute remaining on the power play for Campo Verde.
Just a little bit of sloppy puck handling in the offensive zone on the power play.
Yeah, and
Corona gets a lucky pickup and a really nice 2-on-1.
Coming back the other way. Absolutely. Yep. Took it down the right side. Able to hit the man across in front of the crease, and he was able, made no mistake, fired that one into the goal. Boche now coming up the left side. Passes it. Corona intercepts. Puck goes in behind the goal. Puck is fluttering. Ewert picks it up there. Comes out the left side to Gauthier. Gauthier goes across ice to Lindsay. Lindsay now up through center, over the line. Cuts into the middle, still has it. And he lost it off his stick, and Ewert picks it up back at center. Ewert over to Gauthier coming up the left side. He circles back. Good forechecking by Corona. Campo having trouble just getting puck
What's going on back there?
control, and we have a cross-checking penalty coming up against Schickling.
So Garcia finished his check there, and as he came off of the check, Schlichting retaliated with a cross check.
Yeah, this went out of view there, but
Yeah, couldn't see it on the replay. I think it was pretty soft for a penalty call. Then we got, 4-on-4 for 17 seconds?
Yep, for 17 seconds, and then Corona will go on the power play. Face off to the right of, Ewert now has it in behind, fires it off the glass, and now it's out. 4-on-4 for 7 more seconds, and then Corona will have the power play. Now they're coming up over the blue line. Puck sent in to the right of the goal. Corona now in the power play. Ewert has it. Comes out the right side. He dumps it down the ice. So for the next minute and a half or less, Corona has the power play. All their goals are special teams. 2 power plays and 1 shorthanded.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He was about 6 inches behind the red line.
So face-off coming back in the Corona zone to the left of Swinson. Yeah, Cavanis has an ice pack on his left shoulder as he is leaving the rink. Fired in by Lopez, right on, puck's high, and held on there by Swinson. Bannon was causing some interference in front. Shackard in for the draw. Fires it low. Rebound comes out. Puck goes across the crease. Goes off Bannon's skate. Back to Smith. Smith fires it back into the zone. Corona on the power play. Bannon on the forecheck. Sends a man in deep behind the goal. Corona now coming up their left side.
You got to give a better pass than that.
Smith picks it up on the left side, dumps it all the way back into the Corona zone. Got Shackart and Bannon out killing up front for Coyotes.
Possess the
And-
puck.
Yep, Hancock was offside as Ostrom brought it in. So the face-off just outside the Coyote blue line to the right.
It's a power play, but Corona's giving bouncing passes to their teammates. Not going to be able to do much offensive possession like that.
So we now have Dahlberg and Reinhardt up front killing this off. Lopez and Smith back on D. Lopez sends it out of the zone up to center ice area. Corona sends it all the way in, and Gip has to steer it into the left side where Smith reverses it over to the other side. Reinhardt's going to pick it up there to Dahlberg. Dahlberg able to exit the zone, picking up speed up through the middle, up over the Corona line, coming on the left side, or right side rather. Fired it right on goal. Rebound comes out. Corona picks it up, comes out their left side. Still inside their blue line. Now it's up through center. Here they come in on their left side. Fires a low shot in. Gip snares that with her glove and holds on. No rebound on that one. 9 seconds remaining in the power play for Corona with the face-off deep in the Coyote zone to the right of Autumn Gip. Dahlberg moving in for the draw. Puck goes to the corner. Lopez with it. He just pins it in there to waste time. Dahlberg picks it up. He clears it, finds an opening down the middle, sends it all the way down the ice, and Coyotes are now at full strength. Manganelli comes over the boards.
Oh, come on. Possess the puck.
Corona now clears it up through center. We get checked there by Reinhardt. Helvik forechecking. Corona sends it down off Smith's skate. Lopez picks it up in his own zone. He's got Tanganelli on the right side off the boards. And that's going to go all the way down for icing. Both teams changing players. 9.5 minutes remaining here in period 3, all tied at 3. Coyotes had the first 3, Coronas had the last 3. Helvik in for the draw. He wins it back. Gauthier picks it up. Comes out the right side. Off to Guevara. Guevara sends it up through the middle to Helvik. Here he comes, cutting in alone, fires it. That goes off a stick and goes high over the glass behind the goal. With 9:15, we have a face-off to the left of Swinson in the Corona goal. Lindsay, Helvik, and Guevara up front for the Coyotes. Gauthier and Ewert back on D. Puck comes back and out over the line. Gauthier picks it up back at his own blue line. Sends it over to Ewert. Ewert off the boards for Guevara. That missed him. Puck goes back into the Corona zone, and they're going to regroup behind their own goal. They're coming out the right side, picked up by Helvik. Backhands it in front. And Corona now has it. In the corner to the left of the goal. Now Embiid going behind the other side. Helvik picks it up on the half boards, cuts into the middle, fires it across. Puck goes into the corner. Puck comes back to Ewert. He's able to keep that in, throws it in behind the goal. Lindsay goes in after it. Corona gets there, fires it out, and just clears past Ewert. He dumps it back in. Coyotes clear the zone, and Guevara's in on the forecheck. Corona now in behind their own goal, trying to come out the left side. Intercepted by Helvik from the circle, fires it in, pad save. Puck bounces high, goes in behind the goal. Helvik has it, and we have a whistle.
Maybe just the net was off.
That's not off.
I think it might be.
Oh, Lindsay going in the
interference.
box.
Oh, cross-check. So, Corona on the power play with 8 minutes remaining. Face-off coming down into the Coyote zone. To the right of Gip, we've got Reinhardt and Shackhart up front. Ewert and Gauthier back on D. Shackhart wins it back. Ewert fires it down the ice. Winston lines it up there. Reinhardt in on the forecheck.
Terrible
Puck
pass.
picked off by Gauthier. He loses at the line, though. Here comes Corona back on the right side. Shackhart gets back. Gauthier loses his stick. Corona now coming in on the right side. Fired into the corner to the right of Gip. Gauthier is going to pick it up there. He sends that off the glass and out.
Right in front of the camera, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Here comes Corona now. Centered it. Shackhart picked that one off. Comes up the left side. Can't get it out there. Corona sends it in behind the goal. Ewert goes after it. Bumps his man into the corner. Corona sends it back to the D-man.
Shoot the
cross
puck.
ice D to D. Fired it in.
Oh, it's in.
Yep. Shot from the point.
I think that
You
was
called it.
tipped. I think it was tipped in front.
Might have been.
It might have been Jones again, unless it went on a Campo player.
Well, here's the replay. It may have been.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
can't tell.
So the question is, was it a high stick? It was definitely up there.
Do we have the rest come over and look? Turn the replay monitor.
So Corona, after being down 3-0, is up 4-3. Another power play goal. Cutting into the middle.
And
He
another.
scored another one. Hancock gets that one.
Nice little drop pass from Sma to Hancock. Wow. Don't know what happened to the Campo defense right there, right off the face-off.
Yeah.
Split the difference right up the middle.
The Corona now with 5 straight goals. I think that's the only even strength goal they've had
Yeah.
tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 power plays and a shorty. And here they come again over the line. Here comes Schickling back the other way. And on the left side, cuts in the middle.
Wow. We got a penalty?
Holding penalty coming up, I think. Probably to Corona, I'm guessing.
Yeah, on the breakaway as he cut in towards the middle.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like from here.
I don't know why they... Is Lindsay? He can't still be in the box. I don't know why they still have his penalty up there. No, they just took it off. All right, so the Coyotes face off in the Corona zone to the left of Swinson. Dahlberg in for the draw. Coyotes could definitely use one here. Ma gets in, comes in, cuts in on the goal, fires it in, pad save. Lopez picks up the rebound, comes back the other way. He lost possession at center. Smith now goes back into his own zone and behind the goal. Fires it off the board to the right, kept in by Corona. Smith bumps his man. Lopez loses it in behind. Now he picks it up. Dahlberg bumps his man. Corona's going to be picking up another penalty here. And so for the next minute 16, Campo Verde is going to have a 2-man advantage.
Where did this happen? I'm watching that.
Yeah, it was right in here behind the goal, I believe.
Okay, I saw it.
Just
Yeah.
ended there, yeah.
Have a timeout. We'll be right back.
So, with 6:10 remaining, we have Campo Verde with the 2-man advantage for a minute 16 or less. Face off outside the Corona blue line. Ewert now has it. Regrouping at center, sends it over to Helvik. Helvik now in over the blue line and on to the right of the goal. Sends it back to Gauthier. Gauthier back to Ewert up top. Schachart's on the half boards on the right side. Ewert sends it back to Schachart. Schachart comes across the top, over to Helvik. Helvik moves in, back to the middle for Schachart. Over to the far side, Ewert finds it, he scores! Good puck movement there by the Coyotes up top. And they were able to find Ewert down in on the right side, and he made no mistake. So that will get rid of that first penalty. So a minute 33 remaining in the next penalty, just under 6 minutes in the period. And the Coyotes have their first goal since earlier on in the game.
That's the
5-4.
first period.
Yeah. Puck comes back to Ewert. Ewert over to Schachart. Into the zone. Here comes Helvik now. Top of the circle. Hit Lindsay off his stick over to Gauthier. Gauthier just inside the point. Comes into the circle. To the right of the goal. Dumps it back for Helvik. Helvik up top. Hits Shackard in the circle. Fires it across ice. Corona is able to clear that, and that comes all the way down. Ewert back after it. Minute 5 remaining in the power play. Ewert now. He gets checked. Corona has it. Lindsay picks it up. He goes across ice to Gauthier. Gauthier now up through the middle to Shackard. In over the line. Coming into the circle to the right of the goal. Gauthier's able to keep it in. Sends it across back to the right point. Ewert lost it in his feet. And Corona sends it all the way down. Puck in behind Gip. Corona that gets there first. Adams just going to rag the puck here. Gets it back out over the zone. And here comes Helvik now. Up through center. 27 seconds remaining in the power play. Helvik coming in the left side. On his backhand. Cuts in behind the goal. Tried to center that through the middle. Inside his own line. Over to Helvik. Helvik now. He lost it at center. And Corona sends it back down. And that's going to kill the power play. Both teams at full strength. Helvik now with it. Tried to get it up to Ben, and that was intercepted. Corona now dumps it off the boards on the right side. They pick it up coming into the circle. That's deflected off Ewert and behind the goal. Hardison with it.
Move the puck.
Goes off a stick out over the line. Corona now back at their own blue line. They dump it high into the corner to the left of Gip. Ewert goes after it there. He picks it up. Comes up the left side. Gets it over the blue line. Dahlberg takes a hit. And Corona comes back the other way. Ewert dumps that over the line. Corona dumps it in. Just goes wide of the goal. They're offside. Now they're clearing the zone. Ewert coming up the right side. 3 minutes remaining. Sends it over to Gauthier. Gauthier in over the blue line. Coming in to the left top of the circle. Tried to hit Dahlberg in the middle. Corona picks that up. They fire it all the way down off Lopez. Dumps it off to Gauthier. Gauthier coming in the right side this time. He's checked. Lopez chips it up for Reinhardt. Puck bouncing just inside the blue line. Corona picks it up there and they dump it all the way down.
Wow. Should have been icing, but I think somebody touched it.
Reinhardt gets there. Puck is in his feet. Puck in behind the goal. Behind Gip.
Right in front.
Mankey picks it up. Coming up the left side. Up over his own blue line. Up through center. Dumps it in off the boards. Chases after it. He's out there with Schickling. Panganelli now coming off the bench. Lopez fires a low shot in. That goes into the corner. Mankey picks it up there. Reverses it back. That's picked up by Corona. And that puck is rolling down, and that's going to go for icing. And with just over 2 minutes remaining, we will have a face-off coming up to the left of Swinson in the Corona goal. Corona leading 5-4. Shackard out for the draw. Puck comes back to Lopez at the right point. Fires it in. Tanganelli almost got a piece of that one. Puck comes around. Lopez pinches in. Guevara covering back at the point. Guevara gets dumped. Corona sends it out. And Smith goes after it. Picks it up at his own blue line. Tips it, but not out. Puck goes in behind Gip. Lopez now picks it up on his backhand, cuts through the middle. Nice move there. Oh, he gets taken down.
The ref who was right there looking at it did not call it. The ref at the far end of the ice chose to call it.
I don't know if that's the way to do it because that one was an obvious one. So, the drama continues. Minute 32 on the clock. Coyotes on the power play. Face off to the right of Swinson. Helvik in for the draw. Puck goes in behind the goal. Helvik has it. Tried to get it across, and puck rolls back into the Coyote zone as Helvig picks it up there, over to Ewert. Gets past him. Reinhardt comes in to try and get it. Corona has it though. They fire it right on goal. Pad save Gip. Helvig now behind his own goal. Send it across ice to Goche. He tried to tip it up for Lindsay. That failed to connect. Corona has it now inside their own zone. Less than a minute to go in the game. Bouncer. Gip steers it just into the corner. Helvig picks it up there. 50 seconds remaining. Helvig now coming out the right side. Hits it up to Ewert. Ewert at his own blue line. Hits Reinhardt coming in the left side. Reinhardt top of the circle. He holds up. Sends it across ice, just out of Helvig's reach. Helvig has it inside the zone. Corona up high, forechecking. Goche picks it up, comes into the circle, fires it across. Lindsay sends it back the other way. Puck is loose in front. Oh, took a swipe at it. It's sent all the way down the ice. And of course, no icing here as Coyotes are on the power play. Gip sets it up for Ewert. Ewert now, 16 seconds remaining. It's Goche. Goche now coming in over the line. Hits Helvig with it from the circle. He fanned on a shot. He has it in behind the goal. Corona, they rim it all the way down, and that's going to kill it. And Corona has the victory, 5-4. They had, 3 power plays and 1 shorty, which is counting for 4 out of their 5 goals on special teams.
So this is Corona's second win in a row
After
rout.
losing, I think, 8 in a row.
Really?
Yeah. And you guys, Campo, won 8 in a row? Or
No.
9?
It was 8 yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was...
So kudos to Corona. Special teams played a huge part in this one.
Corona tasked with helping. Corona tasked with helping the Coyotes, stand first. Do the opposite today.
Yeah, right.
Right? Yeah.
Right. We tried to help you, but I can't help you too much.
Right?
Yeah.
We may have moved up. The Corona may have moved up from 7th to 5th place. I don't know. Something like that. But,
The quest continues.
yeah, it only... Everybody makes the playoffs in this division. So, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching. And we'll catch you next time. Stay tuned for highlights.